Testing, testing, testing 1, 2, 3. How are you, my beautiful viewers? It's a lovely evening, isn't it? A lovely evening to indulge in some Schadenfreude, or however you pronounce it. Because I'm bad at pronouncing German, so I probably messed that up. I want to tell you all a little tale before we begin. So this morning, I got home from my local men's club after being kicked out at 12:30 because too few people were there and I wasn't able to complete my oil painting, which kind of knocked me off quite a bit. And so I get home and I sit down and I think to myself, I'm feeling a little bit down and depressed in the last couple of days. Last couple of days have not been wonderful. Nothing terrible overall. I've just felt a little bit less positive than normal. And I didn't stream on Monday or Wednesday because I had to shift a literal metric ton of coal down from the top of our driveway all the way into our barn, which was very fun. It took something like, I think, 15 trips with a wheelbarrow, and yeah, that really did my back in. My father was there to kind of help, but he had also done his back in a few days prior to that, so he was not able to assist me in any meaningful capacity for that. And so on Monday, on Tuesday rather, I was in extreme pain. And on Wednesday, I was rather busy, and on Thursday, which is today, yes, it is in fact for Thursday today. You have no idea how easy it is for me to forget what day of the week it is. But the way that I measure the day of the week is whether it's a church day or whether Kirche is streaming on this day, and those are exactly the only two metrics by which I judge the days of the week. I don't have a problem, you have a problem, shut up. But anyway, so I come back in and I sit down at my chair and I think to myself, I really should stream just to try and get myself out of the bit of the mental rut that I'm in, but I can't think of what to say. I could talk about Rushia and the Mickey Nico drama, the Michael Cat drama, but the thing is, I don't actually know all that much about Rushia, and other people have talked about it an awful lot, and I didn't want to do a ton of research because I was busy today as well. I was busy in the morning, and I was busy up until about an hour or two ago. So I'm sitting there, and I go to tweet, because I decided to just write a tweet, and I just wanted to say something like, guys, I don't feel too great today, but I'm going to stream about something this evening. I don't care what it is, it's going to be something. And as I was writing this tweet, I had a tab for the virtual asylum open. And I saw the little thing in the corner just light up to show me that there had been new notifications. And so I see there's a new message in the general thread. And so I go to the general thread and I scroll down, and it's Kyo Kaneko's graduation message. And I am like, okay, God, I know when to take a hint. Thank you very much. And that's when I finished my tweet saying that I was going to stream tonight. Sometimes life just has a way of making the negative events or the down period, shall we say, not negative, because again, my life is actually pretty good overall. I just happen to be slightly depressive on occasion. It's nothing bad. But yeah, life just has a way of making things better at times. I do feel like prefacing this by saying that I have no particular ill will towards Kyo himself. I think that he's a bit of an idiot, and he is a very entertaining idiot, but, you know, if Kyo kind of strikes me as the kind of guy to ego search, so on the very, very unlikely incident that he is actually watching this stream or at some point in the future discovers this stream, I just want to say that, Kyo, I hope you succeed in whatever else it is you decide to do as a streamer. I really do. I genuinely and honestly wish you a very happy career. I wish you a loving wife. I wish you above replacement rate children, which are honestly the most aspirational things that I think any person in this world can reasonably aspire to in this day and age. So I sincerely wish him all of those things. Oh, for goodness sake, 1 second, please. Ugh, I tell my parents. I tell my parents that I am going to stream tonight. I tell them very explicitly that I'm going to stream tonight. I specifically schedule my stream at a time when they are going to probably be in bed. And what happens? Well, within moments of me starting a stream, my intercom beeps, and it's my mother asking me to take the dogs out when I go to bed in an hour or two, hopefully. So yeah. Mom, stop interrupting me. I'm pretending to be an e-celeb on YouTube talking about other people on the internet! Yes, that kind of thing, basically. Pretty much, a grown man whining about his parents. I love my parents. I truly do. My parents are the light of my existence. I owe them an enormous amount. But you know, when you live with the same people for 31 years of your life, you know, things occasionally start wearing on you. I would say that were it not for the fact that our house is an issue at the moment and the economy wasn't so terrible, I would probably be thinking seriously about moving out at this point in my life. But again, just look at the statistics. Most people my age, well, not most people, but a large number of people my age and younger are still living with their parents, and I genuinely do believe that is an objectively sensible decision. Because the kind of resources that are available to younger men in the world today just absolutely pale in comparison to how they used to be in my parents' generation. I remember people talking about how they used to be able to afford down payments on a house while working part-time. Yeah, unless you're in the finance industry or something, you ain't gonna get that these days. So yeah, stat autistics, okay. Like, I'm older than that. You're 31. You make it seem limey. Do you mean limey, or did you just are you on something again? Are you on something again? You're 31. Yeah, I am 31. I am 31. I am very freshly 31 because my birthday comes quite late in the year. And I'm living my best life or something or other, yes. But yeah, I mean, I am not gonna complain too much. I ain't making fun, man. It's a dangerous world out there. Gotta keep family safe. Hey, yeah, I agree. I think that going out of your way to help your parents in the current year is a very good way to measure your self-worth as an individual, because far too many people don't care about their parents. And the irony is that the people who do care about their parents tend to be the people whose parents were least suited to actually, or not the source of their current success, shall we say. And yet they do an awful lot for them that I probably would not in their position. Whereas my parents were wonderful to me, and I sincerely appreciate everything they have ever done for me. Pretty much every decision, even the ones I didn't like at the time, they made with the earnest and sincere belief that it would benefit me in future, and I would say 99 out of 100 of those choices definitely did benefit me, so Yeah, no disrespect to parents unless they're Asian parents. In which case, I'm sorry, Asian parenting. It's a meme, but Asian parents are the worst, and I have no idea how on earth their behaviors ever lasted beyond one generation. Scammers, shysters, skellums never know what's going to pop up on your parents. I mean, I would sincerely pity any scammer that did try and pop up on my parents, because my parents are both they're both highly intelligent people. They are both fully in possession of their mental faculties, and and they are both extremely world weary, we shall say. They have seen life to its fullest extent, and they are more than capable of holding their own, even in the modern era. I don't think my mother has ever been in danger of falling for any kind of scam or anything of the sort. Definitely not my father, considering that he was a network engineer when he was younger. When he was one of the first people to actually adopt the internet when it became a thing. So he was a Microsoft certified systems engineer for a long time, and he's a complete like tech head. I have no idea what he was going to do with his life if he'd been born like 20 years earlier and the the digital revolution had not actually happened. That would have been a very interesting insight into his kind of personality. But yeah, my parents are very safe. They could I say they could manage without me. They could manage mentally without me, but physically they're getting to that stage where they definitely require me to be around. Allow me to have a drink. 1 second. I have had quite a large and spicy pizza before starting this stream. 1 second. Asian families in the West only last 1 or 2 generations before they sterilize themselves via the path or the Rogers or VTubing. What exactly do you mean by the path or the Rogers? I am unfamiliar with that terminology, I'm afraid. Also, hello, Laplace Love. I believe that's how your name is supposed to be pronounced. The trouble is that my exposure to Laplace is Laplace's box from Gundam Unicorn. So unfortunately, whenever I hear or see Laplace, I never think of the VTuber. I just think of the MacGuffin from Gundam Unicorn. I wonder if there was some intentionality in that name choice on the part of Hololive, but I can't peer into the minds of Japanese salarymen. For all of my shocking psychokinetic abilities, the mind of the Japanese person is a terrifying one that even the Emperor's finest would quail in fear before daring to delve. No psyker can possibly withstand that kind of not the mindset that produced tentacle hentai. It was supposed to be Path of the Rogers, as in Elliot Rogers. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yes, Elliot Rogers is definitely an example of Asian parenting gone dramatically wrong. One momento, please. I cannot believe that we are nearly at 50 CCV. Why on earth are you all watching me? I don't understand. Probably. Sorry, just 1 second. Let me look back up at the chat for a moment. Kyo, I hope your transracial surgery to become black goes great in your stunning and brave journey. Yeah, a lot of people are confused. Kyo is actually white. He is not black. This has been 100% confirmed. He is the blackest white person in the entire history of blackface, shall we say? Because Amy just ended. My policy to succeed as a streamer is do not stream when Pippa streams, do not stream when Kirsha streams, and if possible, don't stream when Amia streams, because that's just rude. That's just rude. Spider love, hag spider love. The nicest VTuber that I don't watch. Pippa is live in 2 hours and 30 minutes. I need something for the second month. Don't worry, I am almost certainly going to be gone in 2 hours and 30 minutes. I am not going to stay up too long. Proctor, if you overlap Pippa tonight, I will be annoyed. What do you mean, Thrang? We all know that you are Pippa. Like, that's the rat, isn't it? You are Pippa, and this is all just an elaborate psy-op. You're moderating yourself. Have you ever seen Pippa and Thrang in the same room together before? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. And Flayon is confirmed black, but he's the most white femboy voice in all of history. What? Flayon is black? You're joking. I actually can't remember what Flayon's voice sounds like. One second, I've got to listen to this. Flayon, why on earth is his name not Flayon Hololive? There we go. What's a random? I hate how for the first 10 options are all clips with other streamers who I don't know in there. This is a decent one. Let's see how he sounds. One moment, chat. Guys, are you pulling my leg? Are you pulling my leg here? That voice is coming out of a person of melanation? What? What? Flayon is bliss. No, I am Pippa's transgender sister. Oh, sorry, Thrang. I forgot to. Make sure to post your rainbow flags in the chat for Thrang, because he is indeed Pippa's trans sister. I'm very sorry that I got him. I got it all wrong. Please celebrate his transition and remember to compliment him on being stunning and brave, especially on the forum. He's black as Moses behind. Why did I find that so funny? Why did I find that so funny? Total Thrang death. Don't forget the statistics, guys. You don't need to wish Pippa's trans sister total death, because we all know the statistics. It's only a matter of time. Oh my goodness, I am trying to. Yes, here it is. One moment, please. Before we actually get into the Kyo stuff, there is something else that I think is definitely going to be a stream topic of mine, because, again, it's ma'am bigots. But yeah, this is not a particularly nice thing. But there's this thing that I saw. I'm not going to go into it too much today. Transition, there we go. Autistic Dutch woman 28 who suffered from with ME dies at home by assisted suicide after sharing devastating last post saying, "Saturday will be my final day." Yes, this was something that I actually saw on my mobile phone while I was browsing the internet in town. And I was just like, why are all people, why is the trending search being, I think, what's her first name again? Lauren. Why is Lauren Euthanasia trending on the homepage of my Opera mobile browser? So I looked it up, and I spent like 10 minutes in the middle of something just reading about this woman, and it really got me thinking. It got me noggin a juggin, shall we say. But yeah, I'm probably going to stream about this at some point. Maybe ME is it says what it is somewhere. Oh yeah, also diagnosed with ADHD, and also in other words on the autistic spectrum. Yeah, ME is chronic fatigue syndrome, and I actually have a relative who has chronic fatigue syndrome. It is not a particularly nice disease. I believe it's congenital. I'm not entirely certain. It's been ages since I looked into it. I just know that I have a cousin with it, and she has to endure. She can work part time, but she is not very healthy, obviously. And but this really made me think, because I did not realize that Denmark had an assisted suicide program like Canada. I did not realize that Canada was not the first place to legalize assisted dying. And this sent me down a real rabbit hole, and I would really like, well, I don't really like, but this is how my mind goes. I now want to do a stream talking about assisted suicide, guys. I don't know why. I don't know. Autistic 28 years old woman, has someone checked on fruit? Isn't assisted suicide legal in Ireland? I do not think so. At least I have never heard anybody mention it in any situation ever. Swiss. Yeah, but I really want to do a stream talking about assisted suicide. I would like to kind of branch out my content just a little bit to... I don't want to be a Kirsche. I don't want to try and steal Kirsche's spotlight, because she is the queen of Tangent Friday. Netherlands, not Denmark. Spastic, stop joshing it. No, it's Denmark in my head. I'm sorry, there's no headcanon. So yeah, Denmark has approved assisted suicide laws. I mean, they're all the same bloody people anyway. Who cares? They're all, not British. Like, Europe is just two countries, Britain and not Britain. All right? That's Europe from the perspective of a British person. There is Britain and there is not Britain. And one of those parts of not Britain is also France, aka Britain's reserve naval deployments. So, yeah, that's my understanding of European politics, and it shall remain that way, and European geography. It is Britain and it is not Britain. But yeah, I want to maybe open the floor a little bit and talk about some of these more interesting philosophical things like assisted suicide and so forth in future streams, just because I find them very interesting, and I see a lot of brain dead and midwit takes on them online, which it really bothers me. It really bothers me the absolute state of modern debate and modern argument culture, especially on Twitter. I used to be fairly, I would say, right-leaning in terms of my opinions. Again, I am not a political person. I am not a political person at all. I consider both parties to be useless. I don't vote for various reasons. I am very independently minded and so on, but again, in terms of my general moral structure and opinions, I would probably definitely be seen as leaning conservative. And for a while, I was like, oh, the conservatives seem to be making relatively sane points and attitudes. And I had memories of the times when they were much more insane. But with the whole Israel-Gaza thing, I've seen all of the insane side of the conservative groups just come back so much into the vogue, and it's absurd to me how all of them are... They're just so... It's just so absurd. They can talk for years about how they are totally against things like censorship, and how they're all for free speech. They're pro-free speech, and they'll stand up and they'll give, conservative intellectuals will give long, grandiose talks about how it is vitally important that we have a rich marketplace of diverse ideas so that people can be confronted with... They say that, even in the worst-case scenario, people need to be confronted with the opposite side so they at least can understand why they're wrong and be able to argue it in a non-dogmatic way. And then Israel and Gaza start to have a fight, and just immediately, all of these places that were hyper pro-free speech are like, that thing where we talked about how it's vital to have a diverse marketplace of ideas? Well, we still think that. We swear we still think that, but we've noticed this diverse marketplace of ideas it has an awful lot of anti-Semitism in it, and that really ties back to a really dark and dangerous past of conservatism that we think that as the new conservatives of a modern and more socially conscious era should be more aware of. So we would really like to, exercise just a little bit of censorship. Not a bad, not a serious, nasty kind of censorship like we've been talking about, for the last that the other side is doing, but the good kind of censorship, which makes sure that there aren't many nasty opinions about the Jews floating around the place. I mean, you're okay with that, aren't you, viewers? That's perfectly fine. I mean, you aren't anti-Semites, are you? You don't mind. Like, you understand that we're still pro free speech, but it's about the right kind of speech. You do understand, guys. And I'm just like, yeah, I am no longer watching you, and I am unsubscribing from everything you are even remotely a part of forever. So yeah. That's how I am right now, and but this kind of thing I find very interesting, and I think it's very important to have decent discussions and commentary on this kind of stuff. I apologize for the politisburging. In fact, I'm just gonna take a sip of water. 1 second. F the Uniparty, yeah. Yeah, the only political commentator I actually watch is Glenn Greenwald, because I like Glenn Greenwald quite a lot. I think that he is very obviously pretty left, and he's a bit too forgiving of other people, shall we say. I do think that some of his takes are almost charmingly naive in their level of willingness to forgive people who are not whose ideologies are obviously opposed to his own. But I do genuinely respect his sincerity about it, is that he is a very experienced and very intelligent man, and he does talk a lot of sense a lot of the time. And I think that even when he says things that I don't agree with, he says them without any of this two-faced nonsense that all the other people that I see in the room are using. And he's also a major critic of Israel, which, it's kind of funny. It's really funny. I find that hilarious. And if you don't know, Glenn Greenwald is a Jewish man. I mean, it's hilarious. The most intensely anti-Semitic screeds I have ever read in my entire life were written by Jews. It's quite hilarious what the Jews who decide to break with the Uniparty can get away with, because they know, hey, you want to accuse me of anti-Semitism? Checkmate, I am a Jew. Lasted 26 minutes before mentioning Greenwald. Look, the guy had a private, well, not a private, but a personal debate with Destiny this morning. Of course I'm going to mention him. I have not even watched that debate yet because I've been busy, but my goodness, I'm so eager to watch him, to watch Glenn Greenwald debate Destiny without Alex Jones or the Krasenstein brothers interrupting every 5 minutes. Oh, that is going to be so good. That and Kyo graduating today, just those two events have lifted me out of the funk that I was in for the past 2 days. It may also have to do with the fact that I finally feel that my back is not going to break in two whenever I move, so that helps too. I don't know. Boyo's proc doesn't read Jezza Clarkson. He might be a what? I have no idea what that is. Greenwald is a gay Jew who has a gay husband who has adopted children. His husband is dead. He died of COVID a few years ago. He is single. But I have an absolute massive number of tabs. Oh my goodness. Sorry, just 1 second. Somebody just... Oh, hello. Sorry, I definitely have to reply to this one. 1 moment. I'm really glad you're still alive. I'm literally live streaming right now. Can people hear my typing, by the way? I'm curious about how good my microphone is at picking up ambient noise. if anybody's curious, I am talking to fucking YTs right now because he sent me an email just now. Not an email, a DM on the forum rather. But so he is still alive. That's wonderful, because it was Zenla, Godzilla 1984, who was the last person to have serious contact with him, and he said that the guy sounded very worn down. And said that the last time you talked, you sound pretty low. I hope you're doing better. There we go. Sorry about that brief distraction, guys. But I really wanted to make sure. Fucking YTs is definitely one of the people that has helped make the forum the way the forum is now, and I am immensely grateful for the amount of help and effort that he put on. Oh, I'm leaking DM. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't realize I'm a fool. I apologize. I apologize for that. But yeah, that just happened. But yeah, he has been an immense aid and help to this forum. So I'm immensely appreciative of all the stuff that he's done for us, and I do sincerely hope that whatever he's doing right now, he's better. Did I just damage something? No, I just caught my heel in one of my cables. Runs a VTuber gossip forum, still can't hide DMs. I mean, let me just be serious. Zenforo DMs are stored in plain text on the server, and I can see most on the cloud version, because we are still on the cloud for the moment, and I'm hoping to change that relatively soon. But I mean, independent server hosting is, oh my goodness, I want to kill myself, and that's with qualified people helping me, mind you. That yeah, I can see most of what DMs are sent on the forum just on the cloud subscription without access to the actual database. But when we move on to the self-hosted server, I will literally be able to see all DMs. It doesn't matter where they are; they're just stored in as plain text on the database somewhere. So yeah, do not send important information via DMs. I think that Josh over on KF, he has a system set up where DMs are deleted after a few weeks. Okay, how can you describe the forum? Just asking as someone that isn't really active on it right now. Guys, would you like to educate this individual who is in our chat right now? He is not in who is not in the forum. We are, how would I describe TVA? Yeah, we kind of exist. We are an alternative to Reddit and VT and 4chan and places like that. We talk about VTubers in a very blunt and open way. We discuss roommates and so on. So, but we don't necessarily... No, we do not share NSFW stuff. We do not talk about porn. We are not Coomers, or at least I am not a Coomer, and I despise all Coomers. So there's that. And I just switch back to just chatting for a moment. There we go. We have transitioned. I keep forgetting about that. So is it bannable to send gamer words in DMs? If I see you doing so, then yes. Well, it's not bannable, but I will warn you. Like, I'm serious. Please do not send gamer words even in DMs, because legitimately that is something that could get us in trouble, and I am trying my best to maintain at least some vague semblance of this forum being a place where regular people can go and can interact and communicate. It always confuses me when people come here to my streams that do not actually are not actually on the forum. Basically, don't thirst post. Yeah. Well, with the guidelines and everything, with the current guidelines, whoops, I clicked on completely the wrong thing right there. Again, this was server rules and community. Not the Lolicon question. Official code of conduct. These, I am reformatting these. I'm going to be a slightly. This is nearly done, by the way. I am nearly done to have an alpha test or to put up to public scrutiny the new rules, which are a little bit less stylized and a little more open. Also, let me just move the chat a tiny bit. Whoops. There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, I do not want to know which idol you want to have a parasocial relationship with. And people say anyway, and it's really annoying, but yeah. Please do not try and groom VTubers. That is my job. You are not allowed to. Only I am allowed to groom VTubers on this forum. It is the one benefit that I have as a web host of this exhausting and tiresome board. Sorry, 1 second. I mean, technically I'm in that camp. Can't even leet speak in DMs. SMH figuratively 1523. We are the alt-right to VTuber forum. I mean, that is how we would be described in the media, probably, if TVA ever got mainstream attention. But I mean, that's the thing. People like Comfy Linux have said they like reading the forums, so. And people were nice to her when I asked them to be. So yeah, we are horrible, evil alt-right doxers, guys, who are so horrible and nasty that when I ask people not to be mean to a disabled gay streamer, they say sorry. That's how horrible we are. That's how awful I am. Only Proctor is allowed to lurk and clean VTubers' rooms. VTubers are disgusting creatures. I have no idea how you can use Twitter and be following your Oshi on Twitter and see the kind of things that your Oshi posts and still be like, oh yeah, I totally want to be in a relationship with this woman. Oh, I'm dreaming of the children that we'd have together, guys. Oh, no, you don't want to. In short, old 4chan, but with some rules. I mean, I didn't go much on 4chan when it was young, shall we say, or old as you term it, but I try to maintain standards. And again, we want VTubers generally to succeed. Yeah, as Thrang said, we're so bad and evil, our list of crimes including helping, documenting, and outing creepy weirdos from our user base who harass VTubers with Coomer tablets. I mean, there are VTubers that have legitimately said to me, you know, your forum is a great place for genuine, sincere feedback on what I'm doing. Whereas VT is not that, shall we say. And I want VTubing. I founded TVA because I love VTubing. I think that VTubing is probably the most transformative entertainment medium of this generation, and possibly most generations, because VTubing is only going to get better. VTubing is a growth industry, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. We're going to get, I'd say that the next evolution is more easily accessible VTuber models that are 3D and so on. I mean, hell, imagine an AI VTuber model generator. I don't think that would even be too far off. Imagine being able to just generate an AI VTuber with rigging and just have maybe at most needing a rigger or an artist to touch up things like the fingers or some of the details. I think we could be seeing that within 5 years or so. That would be a fascinating evolution for the medium. Like the Safe for Work and NSFW of VTubers NGL. Yeah, kind of. You could say that. But Proctor, all they do is play video games. But VTubers, I think we're gonna see more and more mainstream. I see no world where VTubers do not become mainstream within 10 years. We've already seen it. Even stuff like what is it? Like Lowly God Requiem, that song being added to random things by companies that have never heard of VTubers. That was an amazing moment of normie penetration by the VTuber sphere, shall we say. I liked that moment. It was terrifying, but it was also hilarious. Right then, what am I doing now? Yes. We're actually going to start talking about Kyo. Oh, pardon me. I'm trying my best not to belch into the microphone because... Pardon me. Because, yes, as I said, I have had a large pizza. There was somebody who posted stuff. I made a bookmark of it. Let me just... I do dislike that you have to go to my... I have to go to my preferences and I have to go to my bookmarks. There's no just... Zen4 just doesn't have a free bookmark thing where it goes, yeah, take me right to this post. That's Kyo highlights. Yes, it is. No, that's not the one I wanted. Wait, video playback unavailable. Wait, let me just, I need to load this up for a second. Kyo molds at Ren while playing Pico Park. This'll be a good one. I'm going to be a clip streamer for a second. Hey, no, don't say rigor with the hard R. I do wonder how 3D modelers get away with it. Gonna go do my daily wage. Good night, guys. Who is that? Sorry, I couldn't see him against the background of the chat for a second. Oh, jealous. Good grief. You must be on a very weird time zone, mate. Studio mode. Transition. Proc did not ping us on Discord for the stream. Terrible service 210. When I have 62 concurrent viewers, I don't think that I need to ping to ping there. So let's go, shall we? I'm fascinated to hear what this wonderful person has to say. Let me just turn this down. Make sure I don't deafen you.
Touching the platform.
Yes, but here's the thing. We have this person. No. We have these two people on our team. One of them's green and one of them is purple. And they keep hopping off the platform before we're ready. And then what happens is we all die. So I need you to stop, think, and stop clicking the D on your keyboard and going to the right, okay?
I find it hilarious how his model... I will say I would be much more sympathetic towards Kyo if he wasn't so terribly miscast. That is, his voice is one of the worst matches for a VTuber model that I have seen in a very long time. And also he has the Nijisanji rigging debuff, and these are things that are not his fault. Again, this is going to be a stream that is mostly laughing at Kyo, but again, I don't necessarily hate the guy, and I think that it's unfortunate that he was saddled with a model that has this bad lip syncing. That's a gay man. It's definitely a gay model, put it that way. That is not a model that would be unironically used by a straight man. I would definitely not... Is the reverb on the video, or are you playing double? No, the reverb is on the video. Sorry about that. I would definitely not use that model if I had the option, and that model probably cost several $1,000s at minimum. Anyway, let's continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Well, this isn't to the left now. Okay, no. I need you to sit still, so we can go to the next level. Okay.
But I like the A key.
Ren.
What?
Ren.
What?
Ren, I'll turn your ass into everything you want. I'll turn your ass in.
I will cut off your horns and sell them.
I know bitches over the Pentagon. I'll turn your ass in.
I will sell them.
But
I will sell them. They grow back. I could honestly do it every night when you sleep and make infinite money, okay? But I'm trying to be a good friend. But you out here killing all of us. Like, you don't care about us. Like, we're not even human to you.
the real
I'm sorry we're not
is,
aliens. I'm sorry we're not your kind. But you can treat us.
My question is, what do you want from me?
To try. I need some effort. Do you understand the word effort? I know you're not from here. Do you understand the word effort? I can spell it for you.
Google it.
Okay, Google it and read the definition for me.
He's doing the Destiny thing. He's asking people to Google the definitions of words.
Oh my gosh.
Is egg and fruit? Is egg a fruit?
Did you look up what effort meant?
Say the entire definition for us.
Okay, fine.
Definition.
Fine. Effort. Okay.
It's spelled EFFORT.
I will say that this guy, I have no idea who this guy is. I kind of like his model a bit, but he also is actually not particularly well cast for that model. That model does not suit that voice either. I think that Nijisanji, especially Niji-en, has really been messing up when it comes to making new models fit the characters or fit the voice actors. Like, I know that he's a massive Fujo and everything, but who is the actually and also kind of a mental idiot? But who is the who was the really big Nijisanji Fujo bait male who really blew up, the British one? I can't even remember his name right now. That's so annoying. But yeah, his model actually matches his voice pretty well. I quite like both the model and the voice. One of the bad things about Niji has is that at this rate, only the people that don't want to do anything new will remain because they are safe from the management. Yeah. Keep in mind, this is thousands of people's first impression of Blue Man. What, is this one of his first collabs or something? It is a year ago, so yeah. I like how all of the women in the call, I think there's two, because there's three, I think. Is that Scarly there? I don't recognize the chibi style, Fumo thing. But there's three women in this call, and Kyo is just talking over Vox. Yeah, Vox, exactly. I quite like Vox. Like, Vox as a person, when he's not doing sexual ASMR, he actually vibes surprisingly well with the women in Nijisanji. Because I remember watching a lot of Vox clips with him interacting with people like Enna and Millie, and they're really good. Enna and Vox are unironically have major chemistry. They are amazing together. I really like them. Because, like, Enna has this intense... I think Enna Alouette is one of my favorite Nijisanji characters. I really like Enna, and I really hope that she does well no matter where Nijisanji goes. And Enna is a great example of a character that is perfect. Wasn't that the one with the really bad song? Where the song was notoriously terrible and all of the mixing for the song was all messed up? Or is that a different one? Scarly had McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yeah, Scarly, I don't know about Scarly. She's done a bit of Coomer stuff herself. I haven't really watched anything of her. I mean, I don't begrudge her success. From what I've heard, she's kind of a fun, silly girl. But again, I have no particular interest. I have more. She does not have ears and a tail, so I am automatically not particularly interested in her. Vox could be a good streamer if he wasn't such a massive puss bag who can't take criticism. And isn't that basically every Niji male at this point? I mean, it's Mista's thing as well. Like, Mista gets constantly one guide, and people are just betting on when his next violent meltdown will be over a single person saying mean things about him who he could just ban from his chat or whatever. Scarly is the one I told you that was making polls on Twitter for NVMe installation. Oh, I see. Hollow Myth and their West Virginia song was horrendous, lol. I heard a bit of that. I think that some of the singers there were very good, others were terrible. Aya tried and failed to tell a joke, and it haunts her to this day. Wasn't Aya the one who was the one who had all those educate yourself memes made about her? Because she said in her opening, was it her debut or in her character profile bio or whatever, that she was intending to educate people and raise awareness for various like leftist things or whatever. But ever since then, people have kind of gone, yeah, she toned all that down, and she's actually pretty interesting to talk about now. Which is good, yeah. Scarly is pretty decent at talk streams, her chats are quite loyal to her, at least. Creative at content, but mostly talk stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let's finish this before I get distracted by chat. Thank you all for being so active, by the way. I do appreciate it.
By the way.
Yeah, if you didn't know already.
Effort. A change which is a result or consequence of an action or other cause.
So that means...
Wait a second. Let's go back for a second. The lethal effects of hard drugs. Why is that part of the description here? Let me just see that. Let me just open my other tab and go effect definition. Does that show the same thing for me? Yes, it does. Why the hell is, when you look up effect definition on Google, the example is the lethal effects of hard drugs? Why? That's... I don't know. I'm sorry. That was a minor tangent. I'm not going to let it distract me. Let's get back on topic. But yeah, that just really gets to me.
Cause.
So that means you need to try.
Oh, wait, that's a fact. Hang on.
Oh my.
Yo, you can be like my right-hand man. We can take over planets together if you want.
Negotiate with me.
Oh god, this is like the salt derail. I need to because there's a whole bunch of stuff about salt which really bothers me, that with salt there's been no verified studies that salt is actually bad for you. This was a rabbit hole that I went down a couple of years ago because because my mother was raised in like the 60s and 70s and 80s when people really started to first rebel about fast food and processed food and salt, and she was a farmer's daughter, so yeah, she was pretty into natural food and was a great cook and so forth. And but the one thing that always didn't sit well with me was that she had this passionate hatred of salt, and so she wouldn't use salt in any of her meals, and she was actually at the stage, my mother can taste the tiniest amount, she is so sensitive to salt at this point, from years of not using it in anything, that she can taste the tiniest amount of added salt on things like vegetables and so forth. She is an amazing cook, but the one thing, the speck of salt in any amount of food, and she is just like, this is too salty. And that didn't sit well with me, so I actually, as an act of teenage rebellion, I went and looked up as the internet became more accessible. I looked up all the studies that had been done on salt being bad for you, and it's becoming more conventional wisdom now that salt is not actually bad for you in even fairly high quantities. I think the only hard bit of data that we have is if you eat something like 2 or 3 times the daily recommended amount of salt at minimum, then your risk of heart disease rises by about 1 or 2% on a lifetime average. So that's about as much hard data as we have that salt can be bad for you. And it's always struck me as a really weird and silly thing, because if you think about the majority of things that are bad for you, they tend to be bad for you in ways that are inconspicuous. That you take them, and over time, because you're not taking other things to balance them out, or you're taking too much of them and your body isn't telling you to stop, then negative effects happen to your system. But what happens if you have too much salt? What is the immediate psychological reaction? The immediate psychological reaction is this. I'm not sure if you can actually hear the sound of my water bottle. Actually, let me put the cap on it so I actually splash my microphone. Yeah, your immediate reaction to having more salt is to drink more water. And what does water do? Water absorbs salt. So yeah, your body is acutely aware of when you are taking in more than the normal amount of salt. So you just drink more. That's all that happens. Unless you are deliberately ignoring an incredibly powerful psychological urge to drink when you have too much salt. Too much salt is not going to get to you. Your body is naturally seeking equilibrium. So yeah, that's the salt tangent. Maybe one day, maybe that's a stream idea one day. I'll look into some more of the data about salt, because it is a pretty fascinating rabbit hole. And also, vegetable oils. Vegetable oils is another thing that I'm really interested in, that I've gotten kind of massively into in the last few weeks or months. I've never really liked stuff like rapeseed oil and sunflower oil. I'm an olive oil kind of guy. I much prefer natural oils for cooking. But recently, I've decided to just use raw butter for raw and slightly salted butter. So just use that for frying, and like the difference that is made in both my appetite and my enjoyment of the food that I cook is amazing. It's just fantastic. I am never going back to using vegetable oils for cooking ever again. And I am now, every time I buy something at the grocery store, I very carefully check the label, and if it says vegetable oil, palm oil, etc. on it, I just put it straight back on the shelf. I will obviously indulge if I know it's basically junk, and I'm like, I just want a snack and something, and I don't really care what it has in it, just so long as it fills my stomach. So then I'll break the habit. But if I'm planning a meal for myself and I'm looking for ingredients, I pretty much exclusively just buy fresh vegetables now. Can we fry kyo on olive oil? That's would kyo be, well? Kyo would definitely be dark meat. I wonder if he would be lean meat. I mean, his model would be lean meat, but Kyo in real life would probably be dark meat, or at least blackface meat. Save bacon grease and reuse it. It's delicious. I agree. That's another thing that I find really grating about my mother, is that she insists on low-fat frying, or low-fat grilling and low-fat roasting. She prefers to roast meat as opposed to fry meat. And that, again, is a source of tension between us, because again, she can do really good frying. I mean, she does fried potatoes very rarely, and they're they are so good. They are so good. Again, my mother is an excellent cook, but sorry, one second. I need to have a major sniff, which you are not listening to. But yes, my mother is an excellent cook, but she believes in throwing away bacon grease. And that is the one thing that I don't like. My father brought home an enormous ham, side of ham about a month or two ago. And his condition on buying it, because it was reduced down to like about 5 or 6 euros when it had been like 15 euros. It was day of sale, so if he hadn't cooked it on that very day, then it would have gone off. So he gave it to my mother and said, "You can cook this, but you must leave the fat on, and we will eat the fat." And she was just like, "No, the fat is the worst part of the meat. You can't have that. The red meat is perfectly good. You should have that." And my father, who was not a particularly authoritative man, he said, "No, I bought this ham. I decide how you cook it. You are going to cook it, and you are going to leave all the fat on it." And she was like, "No, the fat is horrible. The fat is terrible. But okay, since you insist, I will leave the fat on it." Oh, the fat was so delicious on that meat, let me tell you. Oh, that was so amazing. I had to resist the urge to cut it off in great big strips and just kind of delicately savor it throughout the night. I resisted that urge and only took it along with the red meat, but oh. And my mother, every time I went to it, she was like, "That is disgusting. How on earth do you even touch that foul stuff? It's all greasy and slimy, and it tastes far too strong and salty." And I was like, "Mother, what are you talking about? This is the best part of the animal. The fat is the finest part of the animal. Why do you think in the Bible God said to the Israelites that they were to bring him the finest of all the cattle and the sheep, and they were specifically to give the best parts of the animal? The best parts of the animal in sacrifice were the fatty parts of the animal. That is what the priests of Israel were supposed to sacrifice on the altar as a gift offering to God, because that is what God literally defined in scripture as the choicest parts of the animal." So yes, the Bible is literally telling us what the fat is good. So stop saying the fat is bad, okay? Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent from me. Never could have guessed that your mum wears the pants in the relationship. Real surprised. I mean, yeah, my father, again, I'm autistic, and autism is generally passed through the male line. My father is an autistic man, and he's a good man, but he is not an authoritative man, whereas he very much... my mother is very much an authoritative woman, and I genuinely respect her. That is why I am a woman respecter. That is probably why I get along quite well with women, because I generally assume that they are decent and reasonable people like my mother is. She is the standard by which I measure other women. I know how that probably sounds to all of you weird American folks, but it is a standard that has served me very well in life so far. I just pray every night that my mother never realizes that I watch Kirsha, because that would be a very awkward family dinner, let me tell you. Sorry, I'm indulging quite heavily in my water bottle at the moment. And that's when Proctor started his journey as an architect. I'm not going to go over my reasons for being an architect, but I do not, I am not a fan of obesity or anything like that. I think that it is every person's duty to maintain a healthy weight. But at the same time, I have seen what starving yourself does to a person in real time. So, yeah, I always prefer a woman with a bit more on her than a bit less. Because, yeah, I instinctively associate ultra-thinness with mental illness. Doesn't really help that one of my first lol cows on Kiwi Farms was the fit vegan ginger. Ooh, spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. That woman is terrifying. I hope she's still alive. I don't think she is, but because judging by the look of her, but oh dear, that brings back scary memories. She would disown you with good reason. No, she loves me enough to forgive my choices, but yes, it would there would be questions asked. There will be questions asked. Fortunately, she does not use the internet very much, so I am safe. I am safe for now, shall we say. But let me actually try and get back onto tangent. Back onto tangent. Jambalaya has just mentioned me. I made a post back in October about the Golf with Friends collab where he got arse blasted so hard he privated his stream. And that particular post, here it is. Good, I did actually say about it. Yes, Brain, shout out to Brain Doko as well, because he is definitely an MVP of the forum. He is our beloved ESL king, one of our many ESL kings. Proctor is fat phobic based. Yeah, I don't like fat people. I'm sorry. I think I read once somewhere that Russia on public transit, it has a system where it actually weighs passengers as they get onto public transport, and if they are over a certain weight, then they have to pay extra. I think that should be mandatory for all public transport throughout the world. You are charged based on your weight. I think that would be one of the best possible ways to incentivize people to slim down in this world. I would wholeheartedly support that anywhere. Right, anyway, let's go back to this. Yes, with Brain Doko, who, as I said, our ESL king. He likes talking shit, but he can't handle the bants. Yeah, he got so tilted for losing golf and getting doppioed that he deleted his POV, but others stayed up. Let me just mute my audio for 2 seconds to make sure this doesn't blast out of my speakers super loud. And yeah, I did need to change my volume there. Here we go. Is that okay? That's better. I don't want to blast chat's ears out. You already have to endure me using light mode on stuff like Twitter, so I'm not going to suggest your delicate little things too much. Let's go.
These EXO losers are gonna lose today.
I think what's crazy is that Kyo was like, yo, look at those EXO losers. But you know, when you think about the
And look,
name
guys, it's the Queen of the Jews.
Iluna, it's really close to the word.
It's the Zionist.
Loser. Get ready to add another L to Iluna. Iluna's already got enough L's, but we're gonna add one
You
more.
literally have more L's in your name than we do, bro. You got 2, we got 1. What the fuck are you talking about, Mr. Doppio? You don't even drop sites. You drop bird shit and propaganda out of your mouth, bro.
Oh, dang. Dang.
It's fine. He
won't get it. He's so weak.
He won't get it.
Yeah. From what I'm seeing, Maria is carrying Iluna on her shoulders.
Bro, I can see the fan art already. It's just Kyo on Maria's shoulders, like there, like over there.
I still got it in 3 and you were talking that much shit. What the fuck? Shut your ass up, Mrs. Lanza. What the fuck is the hole?
It's up there.
It's at the top.
Can you
It's at
see
the top.
it? Or Kyo can't see it. It's up above his head, and oh man.
If only we can go on the sit.
You still want to see it?
You still want to see it? Oh, damn. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Damn, you're doing so good, Kyo. You know, I'm sure everyone else is real proud of you.
Zon, you are shorter than me, Doppio. I would still drop kick your tall ass.
I don't even know where the hole
This is a white man. This is a white man. I swear. I still need. I keep needing to say it. This is a white man. This is not a black man. This is a white man. I'm trying not to laugh in that high pitched way because it actually hurts my throat. The day Kyo hated Zion. Oh yeah, the Queen of the Jews has definitely got the banter in this regard. Is she still like this, by the way? I don't watch I don't watch Sayu. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry, but I don't watch Sayu. But is she still that kind of spicy? Because I heard a lot of people liked her as Zion, as the Queen of the Jews. So if she's still like this, then I may have to give her a watch. I have far too many VTubers to watch nowadays. Like my my Twitch tab is just so full of 2 views. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue.
I know,
Up on the
Doppio.
top of the,
You've been looking for it for a while. It takes some practice, you know.
It's definitely not.
What? 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 What's...
Something I'm used to.
Yeah, I can
Go.
tell.
I don't know, Kyo. You're having trouble getting to the hole too.
In this game, sure. In real life, you got that.
You play golf in real life?
The OPP. Oh, he's talking about having Riz, you know.
What's Riz?
It's Riz.
I thought it was those Ritz crackers, you know, but no, it's actually like having game or game like getting girls and that kind of
Oh, so that's what it means. Like nobody ever explained that to me before. Okay.
thing and getting guys, you know.
What does that have to do with golf?
What does that have to do with golf? Because you have sex, man. You know the whole.
Excuse me. That has nothing to do with golf. I've studied golf.
Oh.
I've seen the handbooks. There's no
Oh.
such thing as. Let's go.
Actually, I think we got there at the same
Par.
time.
It's okay. I'm okay being in the same place as Maria, you know.
Kill took a while, but he got there.
Oh man, great start, eh?
Good work,
I
Kyo.
took one more turn than you. Shut the fuck up, man. Great start my ass, bro.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love how like Doppio drop scythe. What is with Nijisanji has 2 major problems, okay? One is their rigging. I can't stand how like 2020 these riggings are, because their mouths are just static. Every single indie VTuber that I currently watch on Twitch has better mouth rigging than these Nijisanji characters. I cannot get over it. It is so uncanny valley. This is actually what filtered me from VTubers for a long time, because my brain just couldn't absorb the fact that VTuber character models in like 2020, the mouths just didn't work properly. They didn't work properly, and yet these people are in 2022 or 2022 or 2023, and their mouths are still just vacantly flapping around. That's another reason why I don't like Kiara. I mean, Kiara is actually not a bad person now, because she was never a bad person, but sorry. I know she's gotten an awful lot of hate over the years, but no, I don't mind Kiara at all. But she had that silly high-pitched fake voice for ages that I think she's completely dropped now. And she had that problem where her model, its just mouth was just constantly open at all times. And it looked really stiff and awkward and static. And so I just automatically mentally filtered her whenever she was on screen. But now she seems to have gotten a lot better, and you know, good for that woman, because I think she had an awful lot of issues from everything that I've heard. Hell, a friend of mine from 2010 had way better rigging than this. I didn't even know that they were like that. Nijisanji riggers are in-house wage slaves. Lol, they aren't paid per model. Oh, that's bad. Their in-house rigger is always the same. That's why they all look the same. Zion was frankly the best, but even then they always keep it on their own rather than, say, hire more riggers. But it's not even that expensive. Like, an indie will rig a better model than what these Nijisanji guys are dealing with for like 1,000, maybe 2,000. I've seen really good riggers that are advertising their services online for like $800, $900. Especially with these very basic models. These are not advanced models. Decent rigging is actually an incentive to stay longer in Niji. They hand out 3.0, which is equal to the cheapest Fiverr rigging quality. Bet they make VTA students make the rigging. It's just so... It just really speaks to Nijisanji's position as the Walmart HoloLive. I mean, again, nothing against the talents. I think that Nijisanji has some incredibly good talents, but in terms of the company, it's just the equivalent of, oh, honey, we have HoloLive at home. You can't get away from it at this point. They've been propped up for so long by their talents. They've been fortunate enough to get really good talents that have propped them up, but now those talents are leaving. Right? They're more than $1 billion, yet they can't invest in better rigging. Good grief. Isn't HoloLive a publicly traded company now? I forget. Does HoloLive actually sell stock? Because if I ever came into a reasonable amount of money, I might seriously be interested in buying HoloLive stock and be like, just have it on a header on the forum somewhere that TVA proudly owns a X% stake in HoloLive Incorporated or whatever. That would be hilarious. Riku Tazumi has been up front. He's all short-term profits. It's depressing, guys. It really is depressing. They are a bad version of HoloLive from Wish. And again, I'm bad. It's funny that I literally own a drama and gossip forum, but I don't like being mean. I do not like being a mean person, so I sincerely hope that all the Nijisanji talents, even Kyo, just get what they deserve in life, whatever that may be. And I think that most of them deserve better than Nijisanji. Put it that way. Sorry, let me continue this, because this is hilarious.
Shooting yourself out, man. Why you shooting out?
That doesn't count! I was right next to the flag!
Wrong flag, man. Wrong flag.
I don't give a fuck. If I can access it with my ball, it should count.
Okay, Kyo, do it again. Now I'm down and spectating. Do it for the content for my stream. Show me
Get your own
spectacular
fucking
failure.
content.
Do it again.
This man is unironically raging
Yeah, good work,
IRL.
Kyo. Thank you. Thanks for the
He
content, Kyo.
launched you, man. Rip feels bad.
Hey, Kyo, thanks for the content, Kyo. You did it again.
Top 10. This is like Kyo's top 10 best moments, except it's like his worst moments.
Good work, Kyo. Ooh.
This clipper was absolutely
Go on, Kyo.
unmerciful to Kyo.
Hey, deja vu, man. I just been in this place before.
Damn, Zion. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Don't show many kindness, Zion. Exactly. No showing them kindness.
Oh, this is actually painful to watch now. It's actually painful to watch. These two people are beating a homeless man. They are taking it in turns beating a homeless man to death in the street. He just has, you can tell, he just has no response to any of this. I respect Doppio for keeping the Chuny persona going this entire time. Man is dedicated to his craft. Yeah, I mean, I have literally never in my entire life seen this guy before, but I like him. I like this guy for daring to have this much, daring to just take it out this much on Kyo. That's hilarious. Did they ever collab again? I'm curious. Was this like the first and last time they ever collabed or something? That would be hilarious if that was the case.
They teach you how to Riz in school. Basic educational Riz.
Hey man, did they teach the course basic Riz in your school?
So instead of physical education, you had Riz Ed. You had Riz Ed.
Oh my god.
You know, he probably took AP Riz.
Yeah, he probably took AP Riz.
They're just not letting him go. They're just killing him.
You know, Kyo
They're
knows so
actually
much about
killing
Riz,
him.
and he took
What a
AP
nerd.
Riztery.
What a nerd.
What a nerd. Oh my god.
You know, hey, you worried me when you came out of the wrong hole, you know?
Yeah, that's what your mom said when she gave birth to you, but you know. I needed this so much. I needed this so much. This is a public execution. This is a public execution. How do you recover from this? And this is why Kyo was so quick to take shots at Zion during her fiasco and got caught immediately. Wait, what did he say? If somebody knows what Kyo, because I vaguely remember what that Kyo said something about Zion and it was a negative thing, but I'm afraid I don't remember the context. So if somebody would be kind enough to ping me on the forum or on Discord or wherever about that, then please do so, because oh wow, if this guy was petty enough to hold a grudge over this, I mean, femboy, yeah, I take it back. He was perfectly cast in a femboy role. He was perfectly cast in a femboy role, because that would be a woman moment. That would be a woman moment. He doxed her on his roommate too, didn't he? I would definitely need proof of that. Like, I'm not going so far as to say that he did something like that. That would be a bit extreme. That's big if true, but I definitely need to see hard evidence of that before I jump on that particular bandwagon. Again, I have a very, very strong principle: crucify people for something you know they did. Don't crucify people for stuff that they don't that they didn't do or you don't know they did. Kyo was liking a bunch of negative posts about Sayu on his PL account and sharing them. Okay, yeah, that is definite femboy behavior. Good grief, this man is absolutely a femboy. Oh, that is 100%. It's Niji nailed him with the femboy role perfectly. Oh yeah, he. Oh, I want to see if I can get through this.
You know, we don't, I don't like to, I didn't understand, why you were so wacky, but I think I figured it out.
Well, at least, it didn't take me as many tries for her to get me out of the hole.
Ooh, ow, ooh, dang. I don't know what that means, but it sounds mean. It sounds mean as hell, dang.
Oh my god, I gotta pee. I gotta pee.
Taking a Riz. Taking a Riz.
Taking a Riz. He's risen.
Riz break?
Yeah, taking a Riz. Hope he's not rizzed off at us, Zion.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. That was merciless. That was merciless. We just witnessed a live execution. We just witnessed a live execution. Sorry, a bunch of people have posted stuff. 1 second. Okay, I think this is here. Let's just open this. It's interesting. Let me just look at context for a second. Zion liked this on her roommates again. This is a bit of a why is there a oh my, this is going down just a little bit of a rabbit hole. Just a little bit of a rabbit hole. Yeah, let me just get to there. Oh yeah, Quinn Bennett is Kyo's roommate account. And I see it here. I see it. This is Kyo's roommate commenting on a twit. Poor guy getting bullied beyond his grave. Even Maria, who wouldn't ever talk shit, he was enjoying that. Kyo walked into the ring ready to rumble and got escorted out on a stretcher after that beating. Oh, thank you, Nijisanji. Thank you, Nijisanji, for providing us with such glorious content. This is Kyo's roommate commenting on a tweet about the situation. As a victim of SA, if I see any of y'all supporting any of these MFers RN, get out of my sight. Person or avatar, it don't matter. There's nothing to joke about or defend the person for their behavior. They're grown adults. That's all I'm gonna say about this nonsense. And then right here, Kyo is like, exactly. Oh, that's just the Twitter I made. Oh, it's deleted. Ah, what a shock! He deleted that. They hired a lefty and a fortune. Oh yeah, wasn't Zion known for being on? Oh, this is literally the next post down. Literally the next post down. He's very salty about losing to Zion and Doppio in the Illuna X versus X-Soil golf with friends collab. Oh, that's amazing. That is just such amazing. Zion roasted the femboy so hard he probably cried to management afterwards, which is the true reasoning for her termination. Honestly, with the way Nijisanji is now, I'm actually shocked. Has there ever been like a Nijisanji termination or graduation that has been objectively, factually based on like coworker arguments or infighting between like gen mates and so on? I'd be fascinated by that. Much sympathies to all victims of something awful. Oh, sorry. Oh dear. Oh, blimey.
sorry, my pizza was very spicy, so yeah. It's sorry, let me just get back to the chat 1 second. What thread is that, by the way? I'll link it in the chat. Just 1 second, please. I'm getting lost in my tabs. Yeah, general VTuber discussion. It is here. 1 second. That one Nijisanji liver that got terminated immediately in under 3 days, I think. Who was that? Pardon me. There we go. There we go. Enjoy the link. I think I might hiccup in a second. Oh dear. Where am I? Let me just close some of my tabs. Oh yes, this is just somebody replying to this, saying the panic is starting. There was it was Reinigen. Does he say it somewhere in near here? I'm not sure. But Reinigen said that Nijisanji in the past has said that, or it's been said by ex-talents or something or whatever, I forget the exact context, but that Nijisanji spaces out graduations so that not many people graduate all at once. And he says that he guesses that now Selene won't graduate until the start of the next month because that way it looks better, maybe. Niji Japan had a guy who was a known sex pest, immediately started asking members to meet with them offline, graduated within 3 days after debut. Okay. The 3-day guy was planning actual crimes, though. How exactly did he get past the screening process? I imagine that Nijisanji does just a tiny bit of due diligence. They do due diligence, don't they? They do due diligence, don't they? They, oh my goodness, they don't do any due diligence, do they? I'm going to apply for the next Nijisanji wave, guys. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be hilarious? It just you apply to one of Nijisanji's new EN waves exclusively for the purpose of getting into like the Nijisanji Discord or the company stuff, and just immediately leaking it and just leaving. I don't endorse that. I don't endorse that, but it would be hilarious to me if that happened. We call it the Soviet Union of VTubers for a reason, Proctor. Nijisanji. Oh, that thing just went straight out of the chat. 1 second. Most likely they did not screen him enough, or he covered his tracks well enough. I mean, that's a possibility. They're going to give you a what? I can't see that. They're going to give you a femboy model. No, thank you. Again, that would be a reason to graduate. That would be a reason to leak stuff and graduate. Oh my. Let me just open this tab up and have a quick look through it. He retired just after his debut. Does it say anything? Oh, I thought that was a butt. I thought a giant butt had appeared on stream for a second, on screen for a second, but no. It's just Kizuna Ai's... it's just Kizuna Ai's weird headband thing. On March 2019, Nijisanji announced the ending of his activities just 4 days after his debut, and with only 2 videos uploaded, his introduction to the stream. On social networks, image boards, and forums, there was a controversy surrounding Raito because of his inappropriate tweets and apparently the leaking of private information of fellow virtual YouTubers by him. Despite the information surrounding this issue being dubious because of gossip, trolling, and the anonymous origin of the sources, Nijisanji released an official statement on their Twitter account, making official the retirement of Raito, citing the breaching of his contract. On Raito's Twitter account, Nijisanji wrote a statement in which they explained that Raito's account would be deleted as well. Okay. That was fascinating. Let me just look through the comments here for a second. No, only a few comments, so there's no juicy information. I love how on the popular pages of this website right now of the virtual YouTuber fandom wiki or whatever. Let me just go to the page, and let me just turn on dark mode for all you delicate little snowflakes out there. The most popular page right now is Uruha Rushia's page and Miki Niko's page. Yeah, Rushia stream soon TM, I suppose. That's all I can really say right now. I would need to actually do a bit more research because, again, I have very little idea who even most of the people involved in the Rushia drama are. It was one of the earliest gens, which meant they were bad at streaming. You know what? Okay, I will accept that that it was just a mistake made by an immature company at the time. That's perfect. That's okay. You're allowed to make mistakes when you're a young company, not when you're as old of a company by now as Nijisanji actually is. Let me look at chat. Let me look at chat. Assuming that I can actually do this. Why am I... Where's... There it is. There's my tab. I get lost in my tabs so often. It's really depressing. So it's possible Selene hasn't been announced yet because they want to autistically put her on a schedule. Yeah, that's basically how I put it as well, I think. Raito is also second graduated member ever from the company It's Ancient Things. Yeah. Again, I can understand that. That's fine. Out of the 5 spots taken by Gato Miguel. 3 out of the 5 spots taken by... Want to have some fun? Wait until Scuttle gets reminded of Shindo Radio and then starts twisting in the wind about Mano Alo. I don't know anything about... Shindo Raido. Oh, I thought you said Shindo Radio for a second. I was like, why on earth would Scuttle be interested in Japanese radio? But no, you could feel free to elaborate on that, Last of the Mohicans, because I don't really know very much about Mano Alo either. I do know there was some kind of weird thing going around about Nijisanji being partially responsible for her graduation. I did watch Lugubrious Lupus's stream, not a stream, but video about Mano Alo's graduation, where he made it sound like Hololive had the second coming of Christ and then ritualistically crucified her on as an appeasement to the dark gods or something. Yeah, Lugubrious Lupus is extremely melodramatic about Mano Alo. But yeah, I know that some people were blaming Nijisanji for whatever reason. Ejected from Hollow after only like one video. Yeah, I know that Mano Alo was graduated because of as far as I know, like a bunch of people found that she was horny posting on her alt account and were angry that Hololive had let in a woman who was a very, very... What was the Japanese version of Kirsha if she didn't have standards? Maybe it's a good thing that she's Japanese in that case. Moving on. Some people found out that the harassers of Mano Alo are JP Nijisanji fans. Okay. Yeah, Mano was the CEO of Sex, got doxed by Nene, quit, then tossed herself off a building. Got better. I think that... I don't even know how to pronounce her new name, but I think it's No, I'm not even going to try. I can think of it, but I can't say it because, again, imperialist debuff. But yeah, as far as I know, she's got like over 100k subscribers. I think maybe 200k, I'm not sure. But yeah, she seems to be doing good work nowadays. And I just adjusted my chair in a weird way. That was clever of me. So I'm happy that she has found success as a VTuber since failing to make it in Hololive, because she seemed to be a nice person, perfectly fine. Just say Delta, okay. Delta Delutea. Delutea. I was trying to pronounce it like Deluta or something. Delutea. Delutea is actually a pretty nice name. Delutea. That's cute. And yet Matsuri is okay. Matsuri is Matsuri. We don't talk about Matsuri, and we hope that Matsuri doesn't notice us. Nene gave away her whole generation's PLs by following them all at once. Oh yeah, I do remember that happening. That was quite entertaining. Wait, I don't think we know Botan's roommate, do we? I think I very, very vaguely remember someone digging up footage of like Botan's roommate once, but I remember nothing about it really. I really like Botan. Botan is my very first VTuber Oshi, and I still love Lalaion. I love Lalaion. Lalaion. I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away there. I really like her. She is probably my favorite. If she was English, if she spoke English, then I 100% would have her as my Kamiyoshi, but I have to rely on clips for the Botan stuff. Yeah, an old COD pro. We know her old channel. Okay, I mean, I'm not particularly interested in it, but I was curious because as far as I know, nobody really knew much about her. Found some of her old World of Tanks videos. Botan played World of Tanks? I missed the shopping cart. Hell yeah, the shopping cart was legendary. The Botan and the shopping cart. Oh, I just love her. She's such a chill. She's just chill streamer. She's the only non-toxic FPS player that I know of, which is hilarious because I think she said that the reason she didn't play Rust was because she took those kind of games far too seriously. And I think she said once, didn't she admit once that she was part of stalking and she did something like she stalked and tracked down a person who was playing like a competitive FPS survival game or whatever, and she mapped out their sleep schedule so she could raid their base while they were asleep. Which I think is that's amazing. I would love to see her do that kind of thing in Hololive. Delicious water. Botan has a couple of accounts. She is an analyst, has a VTuber persona, and I think she did no face streaming. Okay. Steam account TBH. Okay then, let me just look through things and see if I can find anything else that's entertaining about... I'll look at the more recent posts. If any of you people have broken the... let me just pre-screen these through these few threads, these few pages. No, I'm just doing it to make sure I don't accidentally show certain things that I should not on stream. I think we are mostly good. Yep, we're pretty much good. We're pretty much good. Now I can't help but imagine this new guy who started as a fan of Yugo, and every Niji he hopes in dies. Well, that sucked. I loved Yugo, but this Zion girl looks cool. Let's watch her. Another one I loved. I lost. She was so fun. Nina's soothing voice makes me feel better, so I'll join her community. Oh well. I did like Mister in that one collab. That's it! I'm going all in on the detective. Maybe Nijisanji EN isn't right for me. Mika's pretty funny. I'll just... Pomu Rain Puff. I've always liked her and she's a pillar of Nijisanji in English videoing. There's no way I'll lose an Oshi by following her. Sure, Kyo, whatever.
tweet thread and the way she writes. Let's get on this one. What's this one about? Oh, yes. I also can't blame them for their concern. There's a lot of big-name graduations in the span of a year. Selene fans are probably getting anxiety attacks from any Niji white background black text announcement at this point, if they believe she'll return at least. I really do hope that Selene is okay. Hugo's PL is doing better, Sarkas. That's good. The player who she stalked stopped playing that game since then. Yeah, congratulations on Botan. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I really hope that Selene, I'll tell you what, this is something I want to see before I die. I want to see a Selene and Botan matchup. I want to see them do, I want to see them in a match together. Both together and in a 1v1. I want to see who wins in a like a 10 versus a 10 round 1v1 with a Botan versus Selene. I want to see who wins that. That would be beautiful. I don't know that it's anxiety so much as hoping she gets out. I think that at this point, Selene suddenly coming back and saying, yeah, I'm here, don't worry, I'm going back to regular streaming for Nijisanji would be a bad ending. I genuinely hope that she is either terminated or she leaves Nijisanji, because she is a strong, independent woman, but she is more than capable of maintaining her audience outside of Nijisanji. I mean, can you imagine if she actually paid a decent rigger and a decent artist to make herself like a persona based on, well, not based on, but similar to Selene that played to her strengths? That would be amazing. The laughs in that stream would be amazing. Oh man, Botan and Selene laughing together. Oh, that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. I mean, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Don't tempt me with things that are never going to happen, guys. That's not fair, but I mean, that's beautiful. That's just a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing. I would pay a lot of money to see that matchup. There's still wholesome and beautiful things in this world, guys, and it's your job to cherish every single one, and if you don't, I will be very angry with you. Don't disappoint me, chat. Don't disappoint me. But there's a lot of... I think that being a genuine, unironic fan of Nijisanji at this point is setting yourself up for failure and misery. It's just a terrible, terrible idea. A dreadful idea. 1 second, let me just set this up so that I can properly do stuff. Yeah, there was some stuff that was posted on the Discord that I am now going to just arrange in my tabs. Arrange in my beautiful, beautiful tabs. I swear I'm getting as bad as my Kamiyoshi here. Let me turn the... I have not listened to this audio before. I want to see if this audio is safe for stream. Why can't you... I hate YouTube Shorts. Why can't... Loop? Are you seriously telling me you can't play a YouTube Short like this? There we go. I hate YouTube Shorts. I don't understand why YouTube ever made YouTube Shorts. Because they are the most unintuitive and annoying thing in the entire universe. I just love some of these. These are just amazing. There's only a few of them. Don't worry, chat. I'm not going to... I'm not going to use that one. That is a little bit too explicit for YouTube, but this one... So yes, you need an extension. Holy hell, Proctor turned into Bakura's monkey. Look, I am just very entertained at the moment. I find this extraordinarily entertaining. And again, I needed this after a long week of pain. Again, from busting my back. Back pain is incredibly unpleasant. I hate back pain. I would much rather have like a pain pretty much anywhere else in my body, but my back pain. But yes, this is... I am far too white to voice act this, but that would be cultural appropriation for me to voice act this. But I love this, like the size. The size is what gets me. He's such a tiny man. He's such a tiny, adorable man among these salty low tier god Kyo. And then we have this one that was sent. Oh, let me. Oh, sorry, I ran it without. This is Kyo. This is Kyo. It doesn't really fit the femboy, but yes.
To hang up that computer call, come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical. To hang up that computer.
You can imagine. I can't say that. I can't say that. I daren't risk. I daren't risk making that. I daren't risk saying that out loud. But dabbing tack. Oh, ow, my chest. Ow, that actually hurt. Oh yeah, so this is it's one of my favorite ones. It's one of my favorite ones. Toledo. Let me just, before I do this, let me have a look at this. This guy has been popping up in my feed constantly. Like, who is, followed by, it's those people that follow them. There's this woman that I follow on Twitter who I realized a little bit too late is, I'm not sure if she's a thought or something, but she definitely has an OnlyFans. But I followed her because she actually did a really useful thing that I actually need to go back and find again because I forgot about it and I'm an idiot. But she made a whole list of freelance artists and riggers that would do VTuber commissions for a low price, and that's why I followed her. And then after that, she just started posting flesh pictures of herself. So I'm probably not going to follow her for much longer after I find out the link that she posted to that list. But yeah, this guy, Toledo, I keep seeing him in my feed, and yeah, I think he speaks for his avatar and everything speaks for itself. But let me go back so that we actually see the tweet that he made. Having my Nijisanji fave, and of course he's a Kyo fan, announce his graduation at the beginning of my month of Black History. Gotta be a hate crime. Like, that's crazy. That's what I find most hilarious. You could not have made this any better. Because I wouldn't have gone so hard on the Kyo is black memes if he hadn't graduated on the very first day of Black History Month.
I can post the list later. Yes, please do. Please do, Brain Doko. Post it, send it in my DMs or whatever. But yeah, if you could get that list to me, I would be supremely appreciative. I might even pin it or somewhere on the forum. Because, yeah, genuinely helpful list. But yeah, you look at her profile and there's a lot of, I mean, admittedly, she ain't bad looking, put it that way, but not the kind of content that I'm particularly interested in endorsing. This is apparently a shitpost, but it's hard to tell. I mean, I know nothing about this guy. I just know that he keeps showing up in my feed for some reason, obviously because he also follows the woman that I followed. So yeah, that happens. Neil Nijisanji on Kyo's neck. We need a meme edit. We need a meme edit of we need a meme edit of George Floyd with Derek Chauvin replaced with Riku and George Floyd replaced with Kyukineko. Why is life? I'm just I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that the week has just their week has rewarded me with such beautiful events, hilarious events. Oh, after such a poor and uninteresting beginning to the week. Somebody just pinged me. I think that's thank you Thrang. Let me just copy this in to see exactly what this is. Oh, is this? Oh, I see. Oh no, this is where I know the guy from. Oh, good freaking hell. It's a good thing that I did not click on that or show that on screen immediately. I really wish people would stop trying to bypass the word filter, please. There is a reason that we have a word filter, and I would appreciate it if people did not keep trying to break it. I have already had to warn at least one person for doing so. Oh my goodness, the media attachments. Oof. They found fentanyl in Kyo's live stream. Right? Pipkin Pipper is a neo-censored, and here's why. This was on March the 3rd, 2023, by the way, so this is quite old news, but I have witnessed a VTuber who always dog whistles to far-right extremists and far-right terrorists, yet nobody has dared to bat an eye on Pipkin Pipper's true colors. For me, it's time that finally changes. In case you didn't know who Pipkin Pipper is, Pipkin Pipper is a VTuber who works for Face Connect. It is under this agency that she has been enabled to say and do things that attract an alt-right / far-right / neo-nut. Wait a second. This individual censored the neo-Nazi in the title. Then he didn't censor the neo-Nazi in the post. Especially Paul and Kiwi. In this clip, you can see Pipkin Pipper manipulating her Japanese co-worker to think that Kiwi Farms is a good place when... What
Thrang, how do you live? Thrang, I am jealous. I need a drink, sorry. Pippa, the alt-right white supremacist, killed Nijisanji's only black VTuber. Kyo showing up with a counterfeit $20 bill and a banana to pay for his rigging. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. But yeah, Thrang, how do you keep being mentioned by these people? How do you keep being mentioned by these people? I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. Why have I not got aunties as dedicated as yours? Why? I mean, I don't want aunties as dedicated as yours, good grief. But I don't think I've ever actually been directly named by any kind of auntie or anything. Have I ever, has there ever been like this notorious hacker Proctor Zakharov post anywhere outside of TVA? I don't think so. There's never been like an image of my avatar with like a VTuber's #1 enemy or whatever on it. I think the only people that I have that don't like me are the rabid people in Kirsch's Discord sometimes. VTuber Knight of the Long Knives. Throb, aka Grunth. Throb, aka Grunth. You know what? Grunth. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Help. I'm losing it. I volunteer as auntie. Can you tell me how to live rent-free like that? It's crazy. Grunt. Why did somebody just join the Discord? Are they still here? Zem. There's somebody from the Phase Connect community that's just shown up in the in us. New year, new love. Oh, I need to catch my breath for a second. First, you become a Janny for a VTuber, then you do a little trolling. People don't kill Proctor. I want VTubers to still exist after this stream. Grunth is still better than Girth. How many names? How many names can one dog have? How many names can one dog have? What is this? What? What am I looking at? Give me 1 second. Give me just 1 second, please. To just scroll down and see the context of this, because is it further up the page? Oh, this is there was a conversation about. Oh. Is this his? Oh, this isn't his art. Okay, this isn't his art. Oh, this was you, Rye. This was you, Rye, again. You posted this stuff. You posted this stuff. Oh, you unpleasant person. I saw it, so now all of you have to do. God's strongest has joined. Who? What? You post. Right again. Google Musa Misa dead. No, I found this post. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Why did... I'm actually going... I'm losing it. Help, I'm losing it. I'm losing losing it. I'm losing control. It's... What the... This one is just this is actually terrifying. This is unironically one of the scariest things I have seen in a very long time. I just realized it's Black History Month again. We're gonna see this all over again. You know what? I'm gonna make it after this stream. After this stream, 1 second, I just need to make a note for myself on my personal Discord server where I have my bots. Remind me 1 hour. Make a VTuber Black History Month thread. It's gonna be a thing. We are now going to have. I am pleased, gentlemen. I am pleased to announce that TVA is embracing the spirit of February by having its own Black VTuber History Month. It's now a thing. It's now officially a thing. I'm going to put it on the forum either after the timer runs out or when this stream ends, whichever happens first. Pardon me. I apologize for sniffling, for sniffling, for sniffling. Oh, pardon me. If you want more... Oh. Is this the...
Literally.
Thrang, can I play this audio on stream? Can I play this audio on stream? I genuinely don't know if I can play this audio on stream. You tell me. God's strongest Mosamite is shivering in delight right now. I love being inclusive and also this. It's going to be half racism and half audio posting. Hey, brown woman good, okay? Brown woman good. Let us not I think the audio should be safe. Okay, I don't know how loud it is. I think it was fairly loud, so I'm just gonna put it on fairly low. There we go.
Some people be doing mad shade around black people's experiences and saying the wildest things. I had a quarter for VTubers that made jokes about black dudes suffocating the cops.
That was an effing quote from George Floyd.
I thought
I
too.
don't know what he's doing, right? Imagine his opening line was like, "I'll take your breath away."
You can't make like this is actual people. I genuinely think people just start doing this stupid shit, saying whatever the fuck they want because they have the anonymity of like the V2 model. You feel?
Wait, what did he say?
Saying whatever the fuck they want because they have the anonymity.
Did this guy just say? I'm gonna listen to it a third time just so I didn't miss it.
Whatever the fuck they want because they have the anonymity.
Did this Gyaru just say anonymity? Did he just say anonymity? Am I insane? Did I go insane just then? Anonymity.
of like the V2 model. You feel me? Like, I feel like since they're hiding their true identity, they don't give a fuck. It's honestly irritating. But like, what can you do? If anything, honestly, if any of those clips fucking pop up on Twitter, you're gonna see fucking comments like, oh, based. Oh my God, based my queen. Fucking little sweaty nerds that never left the fucking basement. You remember that 4chaner that got fucking arrested for saying like, I'm gonna kill this cop in Minecraft? That's how all those motherfuckers look, bro. I swear to God, all of them. Oh my God, I love my anime based queen. Like, fuck out of here, dude. Fucking loser.
You know what takes my breath away? This girl's track record. I cause problems in this. Sorry, not based enough.
Watch the whole video. He makes a thinly veiled threat of violence against the woman who makes edgy jokes he doesn't like. Let me just modify the volume.
VTuber. Mike Tyson was right. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting puns for it.
Back. I slam these little bugs. Oh, yo, on everything I love, if there was a boxing VTube league that was made, like you manually had to sign up to be a VTuber and you had to box to be a VTuber, no one would be talking out their neck, because I promise I'm throwing hands at these motherfuckers. They're getting their ass whooped, buddy.
Is this cute? Stop being racist. He's speaking in ebonics. Damn, this dude voice fits entirely with that model. Oh, that's I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. What is this world? Space is warped and time is bendable, guys. Oh, speaking of, I actually forgot. We still have one last meme to share. Kyo Kaneko, is Selen Tatsuki even in there? Kenji is the guy bitching about black representation but has the white avatar. Not beating the black stereotypes. Kyo's long lost stepbrother. Wait, two new people have joined. Who is this person? Who are these people? Why are they... Okay, this guy is in... Okay, he's in Kirsch's Discord, he's in FaZe Connect community, and he's in my server too. Okay, alright, okay. Are people actually joining from the stream? That is so baffling to me. And then Crean, hello Crean. Green Kid Bash is talking about that blackjack guy that joined a few weeks ago from the Varys forum. Oh my, that guy was an idiot. How on earth? I have a serious question. If you are part of the VTuber or in any way are active in the drama sphere, what do you think you're going to accomplish by signing up to a gossip forum with a Gmail account that is your first name and your last name at gmail.com with no VPN, using a static IP service that I think probably points a minimum to within like a mile or two of his house? People just they're not sending their best. They're not sending their best, guys, and it disappoints me. It really does disappoint me how badly people mess this stuff up. It's guys. I think we've hit the peak. I'm sorry. That's sorry. I should have sniffed that hard. I think we have hit the peak. I'm sure that this that the screenshot of this will turn up somewhere in a TVA's cancelled document or whatever. But I don't care. I don't care. It's been a good run. It's been a good run, guys. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Hell, the Mayas were right. We changed the universe because this can't be reality. Nope, this is reality, I'm afraid. It's reality. This is Kyo getting this is Kyo on his. Oh yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing that I wanted to play, that I wanted to do, that I wanted to show. Let me just find it. Let me just find it, because somewhere in the thread, somewhere in the Nijisanji thread, somebody posted that clip of Kyo complaining about his suspension. He was suspended for making racist jokes about Korea. It's somewhere in the thread. Let me just see if I can find it. What's this? A trip from February 17th to March. Kyo clips. Let me just turn off my audio because I hate how my audio on Twitter is all wrong. Where is it? It's here somewhere. This thread is moving so damn fast. I can find it definitely. Was it seriously on like page 7 or 8? What did Enna mean by this? Oh, Enna decided that she was... Okay. Come on, where the hell is this? I'm literally scrolling through this post as fast as I can. Where on earth is it? It's here somewhere, I swear. Is it on page 8? I'm just gonna skip. I'm gonna actually skip right over it, aren't I? Oh yeah, here's the one about his health condition. I forgot about this one. Apparently he has some kind of health condition. Did I seriously have this and just like forget to play it? Oh yeah, I was here. I was here before, wasn't I? Plastic surgery one, that was yours. Yeah, he made the plastic surgery joke, and there is a clip of that in the thread somewhere, but I can't find it right this instant. However, I do have this one. Oh, it's 9 minutes long. That's annoying. This is Internet 101. Never, ever, ever admit that something gets you mad or triggers you on the internet. People are good enough at trying to find and push your buttons if they want to. Don't give them an easy target. Because you keep letting it get to you, mate. Let this play for a second while I scroll. I apologize for people being forced to listen to this. I don't get why you would be upset by this, honestly.
The video is not playing sound. What? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot that I my apologies, my apologies. Chat not hearing Kyo's voice is a blessing. Be thankful. No, I'm sorry, guys. I do apologize about that. I did forget to unmute. My apologies. But yeah, I'm honestly not playing that again because it's 9 minutes long, and now I remember I did actually play this on stream before, so it's out there somewhere, and I don't care enough about this to go on with it. But I did in fact find where this was, and the fact that this is a clip from I forget, is this false ID? Here's the plastic surgery one. And just for a tiny bit of context, before we go any further, this was after the incident where he got Enna Alouette to apologize for implied racism or something.
Okay, since you're gonna keep spamming this on different accounts, I'm gonna address it, dumb. Thank you. Hi, Kyo. I'm afraid you made a serious mistake in one of your streams by associating Korea as a country that only has surgeries, and that was a racist act. Could you apologize to your Korean fans? No, I'm not apologizing, and here's why. What I said was not racist at all. And I think the fact that you think it's racist and you're begging an apology out of me is...
Oh, whoops, I just realized I did something quite slightly silly. My apologies.
Okay, so out of me is your problem, personally. I'm not gonna apologize.
I'm getting tired,
to you. I'm
guys.
sorry. I don't care. It's not racist at all. I'll double down and say that shit again tomorrow. Like, I don't care. I'm not apologizing. I'm not that person. You're not gonna get me to apologize for something I don't think is a problem. I don't feel sorry. I'm not apologizing. Okay.
I would like to apologize for my wording on my streams from yesterday, which unintentionally made my audience feel uncomfortable. I will stop streaming for a week to reflect on my actions and words and be more mindful to respect different cultures. Kyo is the poster boy for glass cannon. He'll dish it but can't take it. I agree. That's just so funny. That is just so funny. I think that kind of just sums up this whole thing. And I remember this morning I got it. Well, this afternoon actually, I got into, I wouldn't say a Twitter fight because they weren't really being rude to me or anything. But I posted to somebody who was complaining about toxicity in the VTuber sphere. I posted at them that I said that basically it's an environment where women are specifically motivated to indulge in the kind of negative behaviors that they are naturally inclined to, such as, maliciousness, spreading malicious rumors and all that kind of stuff, backbiting, so on. The entertainment industry is just rife with that, obviously, and it's a female-dominated environment. And they were like, "Well, why do you hate women?" And I just said to them, I don't mean to hate women. It's just a fact of the environment. You have to accept that in the entertainment, as a streamer, you are inherently competing with other people. That's why I don't stream when people like Pippa and people like Kirsha are online, because I genuinely feel that if I am stealing, I'm not stealing. I mean, it's people's choice who they watch, but I would feel bad if I took away from their success in any way, because I feel I'm not in competition with them. I don't earn money from these streams at the moment. I have no right to take away from people that are in a far worse position than I'm in. So I'm not going to share the air with them and potentially take away maybe 2 or 3 of their viewers. Let's be serious. Another reason is because nobody would watch me while Kirsha and Pippa were live, and mostly because when Kirsha's live, I'm watching her. So I'm not going to be streaming while Kirsha's live. But yeah, and the VTuber sphere is full of drama because it is actively beneficial to be involved in drama, because in the VTuber sphere, any publicity is good publicity. Even fruit has probably got a few viewers due to the fact that she has a bad reputation and keeps being mentioned as the byword for terrible streamers on places like VT and TVA. I guarantee you there is somebody out there who only ever heard of Fruit from the rumors that she cheated on her husband or whatever, then happened to watch her and went like, you know what, I actually like this person, I'm going to keep watching her, who would not have clicked onto Fruit's videos without first hearing about her in a negative context and becoming curious. So it's the reality, and I really find it annoying when people talk about VTubers and go, oh, it's a happy, fun, it's a great place to get into. The entertainment industry is wonderful. It's low cost, low barrier for entry. You can just stream with your friends and make money and make a community. No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It can't happen because this is what people get so wrong, and it does actually upset me. It does actually upset me that when I say these kinds of things, people misunderstand what I'm saying. They think that I am saying that VTubers are bad people. And there are bad VTubers, just like there are bad people of any sort. People are sometimes bad. That just happens. I'm not saying that VTubers are bad. I'm not saying that people in the entertainment industry are bad. I am saying that from a basic economic, objective perspective, there is active benefit in being involved in drama, in spreading drama, even being the target of drama sometimes, because again, oppression is a commodity that has never been in greater demand but shorter supply. Hell, I found Sheena via her bitching about Maury's Off With Her Head song in her past life. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. And drama will always exist because drama is interesting and funny. I mean, it's just like with just like Kyo. I don't watch Kyo, but I've just given Kyo a good amount of attention purely because I find him flailing around to be funny. Oh, that clip of him and Doppio. Doppio dropped his scythe right on Kyo's head. That clip is going into my all-time favorites category, no doubt about it. But yeah, I think that I'm almost done with this topic for now. But can you beat allegations? The goal, my gentle bird. My jaw has once again started to ache quite badly from all the laughing that I've been doing, which is a good sign that a stream is coming to an end. He apologized for us having to listen to it, at least. Yeah, I'm sorry about making that rather elementary mistake. I do apologize. Korean plastic surgery. Wait, what is this? What the hell is this? Open in browser. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. Paste and go. According to Korean proverb, a tiger leaves his coat after his death, and a patient undergoing jaw reduction surgery leaves a piece of bone after his operation. Oh, there's more. There's more. There's more. Oh. 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 That. I feel actually I'm not joking. That makes me feel genuinely, seriously uncomfortable.
That makes me feel seriously uncomfortable. Stop making those noises. I can't help it. This is I am unironically that. This is not comedic effect. That is not exaggerating for comedic effect. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. That is absolutely horrifying. That is horrifying. Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself? Oh. I pause the stream and come back to whatever this is. Yeah, this is Korean jawbones. Well, it's shreds. It's shreds of bone from Korean jawbones. The thing is creepy cool, and I think they got rid of that due to complaints. Yeah, the harvesting of human body parts is disturbing on a visceral level. I think the Bone Cathedral is actually pretty cool, honestly. But I mean, those people were dead, so they didn't really care. It's like the Fallout Park Gravedigger. They're dead. They don't care. Cheers, deep fried lamau. Koreans hate themselves more than Americans. I really want to look into... That'll be a cool deep dive video to do, actually. The Korean feminist cult. That, yeah, let me go back to the one that actually is more descriptive. Did I change that? No, it is. Here it is. Oh, pardon me. Korea has like this giant feminist cult that was manipulating the politics and everything, and Korea's birth rate is negative, or South Korea's birth rate is something like negative at this point. So they're headed for massive demographic collapse, and they have a giant, like a feminist cult. Imagine the bone broth. You could, Korean. That's too far. I'm sorry. That's. But yeah, there was a month or two ago where Korean animators feminist animators were caught slipping small penis humiliation imagery into official products. Let me just see if I can look that up quickly. Let me do that on an incognito window so that I don't have to have small penis humiliation on my regular timeline. Korean small penis humiliation propaganda. Let me see if that gets me. South Korean men say small penis sausage ads are offensive and sexist. Yes, Kirsha covered this, but I'm going because 1 second. Let me actually find a version of this where the full thing is not pay gated. There it is. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one that actually shows you the whole article. Korean brands. Yes, here we are. And this is slightly more palatable than what we just saw. Korean brands remove ads featuring this hand gesture after men's rights activists complain that it's anti-male. They claim that the gesture promotes misandry as it makes fun of penis sizes. A movement to ban a hand gesture has been growing amongst men's rights activists in South Korea in the last couple of weeks. According to the activists, the hand gesture known as the pinching hand sign represents the making fun of a small penis. In other words, it promotes misandry and is anti-male. The men's rights activists also say that the hand gesture is similar to the logo, see below, of the defunct online community Megalia, which is widely perceived to be radically feminist and misandrist. The logo for now... I see what that is. The movement blew up on the internet on May 13th when Korean YouTube personality and well-known feminist JJ... that's a... ate a piece of chocolate at the Baeksang Arts Awards red carpet while posing for photogs. Took serious umbrage. Isn't that how we eat chicken? This one is just a little bit more obvious. Oh crap! What am I doing? Why is that on the wrong thing? Oh, it's wait. Which is the? I apologize. I've got my tabs messed up again. Let me just switch over properly. I thought I'd switched over. I'm a fool. Again, I'm getting a bit tired. So yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the thing. Sorry about that. I evolved from human into cannibals to feast on those jawbones. You people are disgusting. Now, let me just look back at chat for a second, because I think some messages scrolled by that are relevant that I did not see properly. Yes, and the culprits engaging in that behavior got absolutely reduced to atoms from the workplace when caught. They're like Filipinos putting their national fetish on ads. Forced breeding camps. What? Arclight, what the hell are you talking about? I sincerely hope that's not a thing in Korea. In North Korea, maybe. South Korea, no. But yeah, this was the one that I think caused the most ire. This advertisement of sausages. This one is pretty damn blatant. I don't think that there is any ambiguity in this one. You can't mistake this for much else once you're told the context of it, I think. But yeah, the Korean feminist cult stuff, absolutely, definitely a good idea for kind of a Leah style deep dive. I like Leah's deep dives onto things because they're always funny. But yeah, deep dive into the Korean feminist cults would be a fascinating stream material, because Korea has always interested me from a demographic perspective, because again, we're all screwed because we are not having enough children, and Korea is most definitely not having enough children in any way at all. Well, that escalated quickly. I agree. I agree. My own chat terrifies me immensely. Anyway, guys, it has now been 2.5 hours, and my jaw is very, very much aching. I am in a modest amount of pain right now, and I have to be up very early tomorrow because I have to be into town for 10 a.m. because I am doing some more oil painting, and afterwards I am going to an oil painting class for several hours, because it turns out in the men's club that I'm part of, the 70, no, he's 83. 83, this guy is 83. At age 75, he took up oil painting, and he has since become a very, very good oil painter. And since we knew each other in art college, he has agreed to teach me oil painting will take me to the oil painting class that he has in the afternoon on Fridays, which I believe I will take advantage of. Ow, sorry, I am adjusting myself in my chair. I am in a great deal of aching. I am aching. Have sex, Shinzo Abe. I watched a fascinating video on Shinzo Abe and the stuff that he was part of, and it kind of reframed my perspective on him. I mean, maybe it was a propaganda piece, I don't know. But yeah, it was interesting. That kind of stuff was pretty fascinating. Isn't that what housewives do? Wine and painting class? Show a painting next time. I have shown my paintings in the past. I took a break from it for a little bit because it got too cold. But I'm back onto it now, and I enjoy oil painting quite a bit. But oil painting is probably one of the hardest forms of painting to do because it takes so long to dry and it's so fiddly. But I like it because it lets you go back and make little tiny adjustments to the painting after it's partially done, which you can't do with acrylics, and you definitely can't do with watercolors. But yeah, I am going to end stream in a moment or two. I am extraordinarily grateful for a grand total, for a peak, I think, of 64 people to join this stream. I have no idea why you all decided to watch me, but I am extraordinarily grateful for you all.
I am going to try and stream a bit more often in future because I'm feeling a bit more feeling a bit more positive now. It's very messy, yeah, I agree. Oh, you do a bit of oil painting too, that's nice. So thank you all very much for coming, and I will see you all on the forum. Oh yes, I've got my reminder set up. I'll do it when I get my reminder. But yes, Black History Month appreciation thread soon, TM. But for now, good night, my friends. I appreciate that all of you came and stayed for the communal felting that Kyo was given tonight. But I wish to reiterate once again, as funny as I find him, and he definitely seems to need a bit of a help with dealing with the banter. I wish him well. I think that moving out of Nijisanji is objectively a good business decision for him, and I hope that he does well in whatever he chooses to do. Just Kyo, please just grow a slightly thicker skin, okay? It's not difficult, trust me, and people will respect you more for it. They really will. Okay, I'll stop procrastinating now. I will shill Shah in that Black History Month thread. Okay. Good night, lads. Good night, lads. Take care and have fun. Have fun with your lives. Good night. Good night, my beautiful friends.